Hello guys, welcome back to our today's class. This is your faculty Sudarshan. So, as we have run through our single entries chapter, I have came across and many of the students are committing so many mistakes and don't know how to approach the single entry system. That is accounts from incomplete records problem. So, this account from incomplete records, you can correlate with the game called puzzle game called Sudoku. So that I named it as a Sudoku of accounting. So, Sudoku of accounting is something what is requirement of the question and what you need to do. What is the procedure to do? Okay. As we discuss this, what is our exam point that we need to focus? First, in our exam, you are given with your opening balance and closing balance of assets and liabilities, right? And cash transactions has been given and some additional information has been given. These are the three things which has been given to you. Then what we need to prepare, requirement of the question we need to prepare is trading account, profit and loss account, balance sheet. As we have earlier discussed in the video itself, simultaneous method is the best method to find out the answer. Okay. So how we can proceed this? Our first step in the process is to prepare the format. The requirement of the question is three. One is trading account, profit and loss account, and the balance sheet. So we will prepare a format of trading account, we'll prepare a format of profit and loss account, we'll prepare a balance sheet at the end of the year. This is a main answer. Your step one, prepare a format, main answer, they are going to value this. Additionally, you need working notes to complete your requirement of the question, that is a trading account, profit and loss account, and the balance sheet. In this, what are the supporting ledger accounts needed? If the capital balance is not there, we need opening cash balance sheet. That is opening statement of affairs we need. Cash transactions is given, we need to prepare a cash book. If cash book, we are having two columns, basically cash and bank columns. As of now, in single entry system, we don't create separate account for discount column. We'll omit the discount column. So cash book will prepare cash and bank column. Next, supporting ledger accounts of a personal accounts of the customers are total debtors, bills receivable, total creditors, and bills payable. Okay. And is there any adjustments related to that specific assets like machinery, land, building? We will prepare some additional fixed account also, either in a statement form or either in an account form. And any other requirement, any other account is required, we will prepare this account. Basically, if a full-fledged question is given, opening balance sheet should be there, cash book may or may not be there, total debtors, total creditors, bills receivable, bills payable. These 6 accounts are mandatory if you are going for a full-fledged question. In that case, cash book may come or may not. Sometimes bills receivable come, may not, and bills payable will not. So these are the 3 supporting ones. It may happen in some question, it may not come in some questions. The questions which you are going to see in this video itself is a full-fledged question which is comprised of everything except this 2. Okay, then this is the first step. Format is done, working note format is done. Then you should prepare a format of this 3 also. You should prepare a format of this 6 also. Then what is the next requirement of the second thing? Step 2, do posting opening balance in the opening balance sheet. Simply just look the question, take the opening balance, post it in the opening balance sheet, and opening balance in the concerned account. Let's say you are taking a sundry debtors opening balance, post it in opening balance sheet and then post it on the debit side of the total debtors. If you are taking bills receivable are having a debit balance, post them in the debit side of the bills receivable account and then in the opening balance sheet on the asset side. This thing you need to do. If you do this, do the posting of all transaction on the basis of double entry. One debit aspect should be there, one credit aspect should be there. It should get matched. Then take into account all the information given. What are the other information given in the question? You should take care. Then this D point is a crucial point. That is, close all the accounts one by one logically to find out what? To find out the missing figures and post them and give them a second effect. Post them in the second account concern. Example, you are preparing a cash book. On the cash book, you are getting your answers on the debit side. You find debit side is a receipt, that is cash collected from the debtors account. You will find as a cash collected from the debtors account, then post it to the debtors account and find the closing debtors, or find the other accounts which is sufficient, which is not there in the debtors account. Then complete the trading, complete the P&L, complete the balance sheet. Just like single entry is just like a Sudoku, one must be able to find out the missing figures logically will get succeed in this chapter. The one who is getting logical based approach in this question, the single entry system will be a cakewalk for you. You can easily play with the numbers. If you once you start loving these numbers, single entry system will be damn sure it will be easier for you. Now we will be move to the question which comprises of all the adjustments which has been given. So those who are watching this video through the recorder or through the YouTube, that is completely fine. You can prepare with us. You can solve the sum with us. Okay. They have given this question. I'll just, Mr. Anup runs a wholesale business wherein all purchase and sales were made on credit. Yes, following the closing balance. Opening balance is, this is the opening balance. 2021 is the opening balance. 2022 is your closing balance. I never read this. Then summary of cash transactions is given. It means from this, I assume that I need to prepare opening balance sheet. And then this every balance I need to post in closing balance sheet. Cash transactions are given. So I need to prepare cash book. Okay. They use the word bank. So I need to prepare in two columns. One is in cash, one is in bank. That's what I have done. Nothing I have discussed. Okay. Then other transactions are given. Other transactions are given in the question. What is the requirement of the question? Prepare trading P&L of Mr. Anu and for the year ended and balance sheet as on that date. This is what the given. I never read the question. I will directly go with my like Sudoku problem solving, and then I will easily proceed with this. So take out this and write down. First one is your trading account. You can prepare trading and P&L put together comprehensively, or you can prepare it separately. Okay, trading and profit and loss account. I never read this question. Just look into it. It will be cakewalk for you. Trading and profit and loss account for the year ended. Those who are watching this recorded also, just take your pen, just open your notebook and make a format. 31st March 22. Okay, basically I will prepare with one column, that is completely fine as there is no many adjustments are there. Give a ample of space. Trading account is fine for maximum 6 to 7 lines is more than sufficient to find out the trading account. This is for your profit and loss account. Okay, this is for your profit and loss account. Then open a balance sheet. Balance sheet as on 31st March 2022. Liabilities. Your 2 rupees column should be there for balance sheet, as you need to give adjustments for capital account. Then that's it. The main format is ready. Now we need to prepare a supporting accounts. As we need to prepare a supporting accounts, what we can do, first thing, you can prepare your opening balance sheet. First thing, you can prepare your opening balance sheet. Give a heading balance sheet. You can either use the word balance sheet as on, or you can use the word statement of affairs. March 2021. Here you can go with only one column, liabilities, then assets. This format is done. Leave some space, leave some half a page. In your examination, what you can do, your first page is for trading and P&L. Your second page is for your closing balance sheet. Your first page, third page is for your working note number 1. In each page, you need to prepare 2 notes. 2 working notes is needed. In this question, creditors balance is given, debtors balance is given, all this accounting accounts we need to make it. Each and every page, we need to prepare 2 working notes. Okay, like this question is going to comprise of 6 working notes. So 5 pages is needed to solve this question. This problem is worth of 15 marks to 20 marks problem it is. Either you can also learn it from CA Foundation perspective, or either you can take it as a CMA Inter perspective. This one question is more than sufficient to practice under the single entry system. It has all the adjustments, which is also good adjustments they have included. Okay. So this is about your opening working notes. Then leave some line and write down your second working note. Second working note is based on your total debtors. Total debtors accounts, credit, debit. Then leave some space over there and then write down third working note. You can write it for bills, or your second working note you can prepare as your bills receivable account as the balance is needed. Second working note you can prepare as a bills receivable account, and your third working note is for total debtors account. Total debtors account. Write along with me. I myself solving the same. I am not going to audit the sum as like how you are a student. I will treat. I am like a student who is learning a CA foundation. I will solve the sum. You will also solve my sum accordingly. You can also do a good interpretation on it. Fourth working note is for bills payable. Bills payable account. Then credit. Next, prepare a format. Fifth one, total creditors account. Total creditors account. Leave some space. Okay. Then open your sixth working note. Sixth working note is your cash and bank summary. Summary of cash and bank, or cash and bank summary. Write down cash rupees, then bank rupees, then your receipt side, that is your particular side. All the receipts will be on the debit. Plus cash, then bank. Okay, bank. This is 6 working notes we need to prepare this sum, to solve this sum. What I will do, just simply look at me, what I am doing, and you can do it from your end. What are the opening balances given? What are all the opening balances given? Take your question paper or take your book in the left hand side. Take your notebooks on the right hand side. Take a calculators on the left hand side. Okay. Whatever is given in their opening balance, just simply write, classify them into assets and liabilities. Sundry debtors is your asset, bills receivable is your asset, liabilities, asset, asset. Simply post them in the opening balance sheet. Nothing you can do. Simply post them in the opening balance sheet. That is my opening balance sheet over there. Yes, this is my opening balance sheet. It's all. What is given? First one is my sundry debtor, right? Sundry debtors, 70,000. Then what is my bills receivable? Topika, what is my bills receivable? 15,000. Then bills payable,
12,000.
12,000. Sundry creditors,
40,000.
40,000. Inventory,
1,10,000.
1,10,000. Bank,
90,000.
90,000. Cash,
5,200.
5,200. Done. Balance it. Balance it. My asset side is going to be here. Take a calculator. 17,000 plus 15,000, 1,10,000 plus 90,000 plus 5,200. It is going to be 2,90,200. Is it right? Everyone
Yes,
is
sir.
getting the same answer. Then subtract 52,000 from it. 3,38,200 is your capital. In brackets, write down balancing figure. Go to the closing balance sheet. Go to the closing balance sheet. Write down capital 2,38,200. That's it. Give them a numbering logically to understand it. 1. 1. To balancing, we are going to use a red color. Okay. To writing, we are going to use a black color. First working notes is done. Simultaneously, do this posting in the debtors account. Opening balance we are having. Bills receivable opening balance is how much? Bills receivable. 15,000 opening balance. Then sundry debtors opening balance is how much?
70,000.
70,000. Done. 70,000. Okay. Bills payable opening balance is how much?
12,000.
12,000. Sundry creditors opening balance will be on the credit side, right? Opening balance. So it will be to balance brought down how much? 40,000. Inventory. Inventory is given. What is our inventory in the question? Opening inventory. Go to the first line and write down to opening inventory. Write down 1,10,000. Write down 1,10,000. Then come back to cash and bank balances given. Come back to a sixth working note. It will be on the debit side. So to balance brought down. Write down bank is 90,000. Cash is 5,200. That's it. Done. Now go to the closing balance sheet. Whatever given on the asset side, write down. Whatever given on the asset side, write down. That is your closing balance, right? Write down everything. Sundry debtors. What is the sundry debtors value?
92,000.
92,000. Bills receivable.
6,000.
We need to post them in the closing balance as well. 6,000. Then for capital alone, for this question, once you for this question, always for capital, leave from 5 to 10 lines. Minimum 7 lines you need to leave. Okay. After 7 lines to 8 lines, you can start with the posting. Sundry credit assets, how much?
56,000.
Bills payable.
14,000.
Bills payable is 14,000. Good. Then we are having closing inventory.
1
We are
lakh
having 1 lakh 90.
90,000.
1 lakh 90. Then don't forget to put closing inventory in the trading account. Bank is how much? 87. Cash is how much? 5,300. Go to the inventory, write down, by closing inventory. How much is a closing inventory? 1,90,000. Next, go to the respective ledger accounts. Bills receivable, closing balance you need to write, right? So what I will do, I will close this here. Below, above that, I will write down by balance carried down. What is my bills receivable closing balance?
6,000.
6,000. Next, my debtors value. In the same way, I will write down my debtors by balance carried down. What is my debtors value? 92,000. Okay. 92,000. Next, my bills payable. What is my closing balance over there? What is my closing balance, Kopika? Bills payable.
14,000, sir.
14. Then total creditors. It's simply like you don't remember something where I'm doing something messy. After after a few minutes or after 10 minutes, you can came to know it will be easier thing. Everything is done. You just need to close the accounts and you will easily find out the answer. What is my total creditors value, Pa?
56,000.
56,000. Done. Next, what is my cash closing? I need to write. As we are having run through 14 cash adjustments. So leave 10 to 15 lines. Okay, leave 10 to 15 lines. And then write down by balance carried down. What is the value over there?
5,000.
87,000 cash is how much? 5,300. Fine. 5,300. Then 87,000. So these are the values I need to take care. Okay. So everything is posted. Without completing the question, I have almost prepared my asset side. Almost prepared. If there is any adjustments, I need to take care. Almost prepared with my liability side. Almost trading account is done. Only purchases sales need to be posted. Easily I can find my gross profit. To identify purchase and sale, whether it is there or not, we need to check. Okay. Next. Now we'll come for a cash transaction. Now read the adjustments line by line, mark it, post it. Deposited to bank. What is a journal entry for deposited to bank?
Bank to cash account.
Bank to cash account. After is a word. Payment of shop expense 600 per month, salary 9,200 per month, and personal expense at rupees 1,400 month. This personal expense should be treated as your drawings. However, what I have paid my shop expense 9,200, I paid my salary. Personal expense, I paid my salary. This are all paid only in cash. This everything is paid in which mode? Cash mode. And then I deposited That deposited value is 7,62,750. This deposited to the bank after payment should be studied with this line. Okay, so I need to make two postings here. Deposited to the bank, that is contra entry is appearing, bank to cash. So in bank column, on the debit side, I will go to my cash book, go to the last working note, my cash book. On the debit side, I will write down, wait, on the debit side, I will write down to cash, and I will put my amount on my bank column. How much? 7,62,750. And on my debit credit side, I will write down by bank account, and I will put my amount in my cash column, 7,62,750. Done. Next. Next, there is a shop expense. How much is a shop expense given? How much is a shop expense given, Pa?
600 per month.
600 per month. Do you tell me shop expense is an expense? So it should be on a cash and bank column. It should be on the credit side. So I will write down by shop expense. I will show rupees 600 into 12. How much is rupees 600 into 12?
7,000.
7,200.
7,200 on my cash column. Then my salary, I am right, salary. In brackets, write down 9,200 into 12. It is 1,10,400, right?
Yes, sir.
1,400. Then I have personal expense, right? Personal expense are drawings. What is a journal entry for personal expense? Drawings to cash. Now cash column on the credit side. So I will write down drawings. What is the amount I have drawn? 1,400 per month into 12. So 1,400 into 12. 16,800. As it is a drawings. As it is a drawings. It should be adjusted towards which one? Capital. So immediately I will go to my capital, opening balance sheet, that is my closing balance sheet, capital. I will write down less drawings. In brackets, I will write down 1,400 into rupees, sorry, 1,400 into 12. It is how much? 16,800 on the negative column. That simply write down, and all the expenses I have written. That expense is an indirect expense. Indirect expense will affect in which account? Profit and loss account. So I will go to my profit and loss account, and I will write to salary account. It is how much? Salary is 9,200 into 12. 1,10,400. Then to shop expense. How much? 600 into 12. 600 into 12 is 7,200. Posting is done. Now, first adjustment is finish. Now we will go for a second adjustment. What is the second adjustment? Cash withdrawn from the bank. What is a cash withdrawn from the bank journal entry?
Cash to bank account.
Cash to bank. Same contra entry. Go to the ledger account. Post the contra. Go to my last working note. 6th working note. Write down to cash account. Sorry, to bank account I need to write. It was bank to cash or cash to bank? What is the journal entry?
Cash to bank.
Cash to bank. So I will write to bank and I will post it on my cash account. In this side, I will write down by cash account and I will post it on my bank column, 1,21,000. Okay, that's it. Those who are watching this recording, do along with us. Adjustment 2 is done. Adjustment 3. What is your adjustment 3? Cash payment to suppliers. Cash payment is 77,200 for supplies. First point. And 25,000 for furniture. So this will affect my two accounts. Okay. It will affect my two accounts. What is a cash payment to suppliers? What is a journal entry? What is a journal entry for cash payment to suppliers? Cash payment to suppliers. What is a journal entry?
Creditor account debit to cash.
Very good. Creditors to cash, right? Furniture,
Furniture to cash.
furniture to cash. So cash account on credit side, it is going to affect. So what I will do, first I will go to my cash book. Okay, on my credits, I will write down first one, buy sundry creditor. How much cash? How much cash payment is done? 77,200. Then buy furniture. How much? 25,000. Tell me, furniture is a capital expenditure or it is a revenue expenditure?
Capital expenditure.
Capital expenditure. Very good. As it is a capital expenditure, all the capital expenditure should appear on my asset side. So what I will do, I will go to my balance sheet and write down furniture 25,000. Give a reference, working note 6. It means I have purchased the new furniture. It means what? I have purchased the new furniture. Then that's adjustment is done. And you have said that it is a creditors account, right? So I need to go to my creditors account. What is the journal entry? Creditors to bank. So on the creditors account, I need to write down to cash account. How much? 77,200. That's it. Adjustment number 3 or 4 it is. Third one, right? Third one is done. Now fourth, check collected from customers, but dishonored 5,700. It means what is the journal entry for check collected from customers? What is the journal entry for check collected from customers?
Bank account debit to debtors.
Bank to debtors, bank to debtors, but dishonored. What is the journal entry?
Debtors to
Debtors to bank. So I need to reverse this entry. Okay, and this will also affect my debtors account. Okay, that negligence. Debit side 5,700, credit side 5,700. There is no effect, but we need to show it as an accounting term. So fourth adjustment we need to do. So I will go to my cash book there. Cash book, on which side I need to make? First one is check collection. Check collection is on the debit side. So to sundry debtors, how much is the value?
5,700, sir.
5,700 on the bank column. Then in the credit side also I will write down buy sundry debtor. On my bank column 5,700. Cash book posting is done. Now I will go to my debtors account. Okay, in my debtors account there is a check collection, right? It is a journal entry like bank to sundry debtors. I will write down by bank account. In brackets I will write down check collected. It is 5,700. Immediately I will write down to bank account. In brackets I will write down check dishonored 5,700. Okay, that's it. That adjustment is done and dusted. Now we will go for a fifth one. Okay, fifth one, bills accepted by customer. It means it is a bills receivable or bills payable.
bills receivable.
Bills receivable. Good. If it is a bills receivable, what is that? Bills drawn on the customers. What is the journal entry?
Bills receivable to debtors.
Bills receivable to debtors. So bills receivable to debtors is a journal entry. It is not affecting a cash book. It is affecting a bills receivable account. It is affecting a debtors account. The journal entry is as you told. It is bills receivable to debtors. On my bills receivable, on a debit side, I will write down to sundry debtors. To sundry debtors. On the debit side, I will write down what is the amount you are told. 40,000. What they have done, they accepted a bill, right? I'll write down bills accepted. Then immediately go to my total debtors account. Write down buy bills receivable account. Write down bills accepted. How much it is? Just now we have done, right? How much?
40,000.
It is 40,000, right? 40,000. Done. Next one. That adjustment is done. Fifth one is done, fourth one is done. Now it is sixth one. Bills endorsed. What is a journal entry for bills endorsed?
Creditor to bills received.
Very good. It is creditors to what? Bills receivable. Bills receivable gets cancelled. Creditors also gets cancelled. So it is affecting two accounts. One is creditors, one is bills receivable. So I will go to my follows. I will start with my first working note, and then I will write down by sundry creditors. That sundry creditors value is how much? Value is how much? 10,000. That account I need to write. In brackets, I will write down as bills endorsed. Then in the same way, I will switch over to my creditors account, and I will immediately write down on my debit side. It is going to be my bills receivable account. In brackets, I will write down bills endorsed. Amount is 10,000. Then that adjustment is done. We have completed it. Then we will switch over to my seventh adjustment for the day. That is bills discounted 20,000. Bank discount amount is 750. What is the journal entry for this?
Bank account, discount account to bills received.
Very good. Two bills receivable. Bank is how much? 19,250. Discount is 750. Bills receivable is 20,000. This journal entry is affecting three accounts. One is bank, one is discount, and one is bills receivable. What we will do? First, bank we will post. First thing, we will post it in bank account. Go to your sixth working note. Okay. Post this. Your sixth working note. What is the value over there? Bank is on the debit side, right? So it will be two sundry debtors. Two sundry debtors account. How much? 19,250, right? 19,250. Is that right? It is sundry debtors or it is bills receivable? It is bills receivable, right? Bills receivable 19,250. Okay. And there is a discount. That discount, tell me, it will also affect my bills receivable account. Okay. How I will write down? Listen. I will write down by bank. And I will show like 20,000. 750 bank will take. What is I am left with? 19,250. Again, what is a journal entry? Discount to bills receivable. I will write down discount account. I will write down 750. So this discount is on the credit. It means in my trading account or in my profit and loss account, it needs to be there on my debit side. So what I will do, I will go to my profit and loss account as a discount allowed, right? So what I will do to discount, I will write down 750. Okay. 750 over there to discount account, or if there is one more discount is over there, I will needs to add this. In this question it is there. Okay, then all the accounts is affected. I have already put it in my bank account or not? Bank account I have done, discount is done, bills receivable account I have posted. Did I post in my bills receivable? Yes, I have posted it. Now sixth is done. Sorry, seventh also we have done. Super. Now we will come back to eighth. What is the eighth journal entry? Bills matured and duly collected. What is a simple journal entry will pass?
Debit to bills received.
Bank account debit to bills receivable. So it is going to be 16K. So go to my bills receivable. Bills receivable. On the debit, write down. On the debit, write down by bank. On the debit, write down by bank. If you want to write, if you will collect bills collected on maturity, you can write something like that. What is the amount over there? 16,000. It means on my debit side of the cash book, it will be to bills receivable account. How much? 16,000. Then now I will come back to my ninth adjustment for the day, that is bills accepted 24,000. It means what?
Bills payable.
Bills payable. What is a journal entry for bills payable? What is a journal entry for bills payable? Creditors?
Account debit to bills payable.
Creditors to bills payable. So it is affecting two accounts. One is creditors and next one is bills payable. So I will go to my bills payable account first as it comes first, and I will write down by sundry creditors. In brackets, I will write down as bills accepted. I have accepted the bill. Okay, the amount is as follows, that is 24,000. Is it right? 24,000. Then I will switch over to my creditors account and then I will write down two bills payable account. It is going to be 24,000. Next, my ninth adjustment is done. Then come to my 10th adjustments under the cash transactions. Paid suppliers by check. What is a journal entry?
Cash. To bank.
Which one? Creditors to?
Bank.
Creditors to bank. So it is creditors to bank. So it is going to affect my creditors account. On the debit side, I will write down to bank account. What is the value for that?
3,20,000.
3,20,000. Then immediately go to my, as I already created sundry creditors account over there and I have posted only cash column. The bank column is left. So I can post the bank amount here. Why I have not done for bills, this two bills receivable means both I need to show it on my bank column. So I have posted in a two separate accounts as the nature of account is different. But here all this creditors is simply is a payment, right? So we can post it over on the bank column. It is 3,20,000. Okay, 3,20,000. This both accounts we have posted. Okay, next come to my 11th adjustment under the cash transaction, that is received 20,000 on maturity on one LIC policy of the proprietor by check. Anything received on the name of the proprietor and putting into the business is known as what?
Additional capital.
Very good. It is known as additional capital. It is paid by check. Okay, the bank column should be affected. So this additional capital will also affect my balance sheet. So what I will do, I will go to my bank column. Okay, quickly my bank columns will come and I will write down. It is as it is an additional capital. I will use the word capital account over here. And in brackets, I will show it is maturity value of LIC policy. Maturity value of LIC policy. And I need to put it, I got the amount in check, right? So I will post it on the debit side. Then immediately go to my capital accounts of the balance sheet and then write down add additional capital, or you can also use the term fresh capital on LIC maturity value. You should write your full form on your examination. Okay, maturity value on LIC policy. How much? I forgot it, yeah. 20,000. Then, what is the next thing over there? 12th adjustment. Rent received rupees 14,000 by check for the premises owned by the proprietor. Proprietor premises, rent received into the business. It is known as what?
Additional capital.
Additional capital. Same thing, rent received by check only. So it is what? Same adjustment, same procedure, same principle. So write down to capital account. In brackets, I will write down rent received. What is the amount over there? It is 14,000. I will immediately go to my closing balance sheet and I will write down add additional capital. In brackets, I will write down rent received. Okay, it was 14,000 if I am not wrong. Okay, it was 14,000. That adjustments we have done. Now come to this 13th adjustment, crucial adjustment for this question. A building was purchased on 30/11/2021 for opening a branch of rupees 3,50,000 and some expense were incurred on this building, details of which are not maintained. If it is not maintained, my heading is cash transaction. I need to find out by a balancing figure. So I keep this adjustment at last. Okay, listen, I will keep this adjustment at last. As it is a balancing figure, I will do it at last. Then, what is my 14th one? What is my 14th one? Or what I will do an alternative thing which is not there in your book, which is there is not actual presentation in the book. What is a journal entry for a building purchased? What is the journal entry for the building purchase? Building
Account debit to cash or bank.
to cash. To cash or bank. Here the important point comes. In this question, whether I need to put my amount in cash or whether I need to put my amount in bank. How you will come to a conclusive evidence? How you will come to a conclusive thing? Whether I need to put it in this column or that column. For that purpose only, I need to wait to find out my answer. Is it fine? Then proceed further. What is my 14th adjustment under cash transaction? The last adjustment under the cash transaction. The electricity and telephone bills paid by cash was 18,700. Due was 2,000. Already paid is 18,700 plus due is 2,200. This due has a twofold effect. One is on the balance sheet liability side. One, I need to show it in my P&L account. I need to add this 18,700. I need to show it in my cash book over there, and I need to show it in my P&L account. Twofold adjustments, debit aspect and credit aspects I need to do. So I will go to my first P&L. I will post it. Okay, first I will post it in my P&L. I down to just a minute to electricity and telephone. What is the amount over there? 18,700 is already paid. As per the accrual concept, I need to add 2,200 outstanding. What is my total? 21,200? 2,200. Sorry, 2,900. 2,900 is my total. But in cash book is based on which account? Cash book is prepared only on cash basis, right? So on my debit, on my credit, I will write down to electricity and telephone. Write down. It has paid, they said it has paid by cash, right? I will only show 18,700. Then remaining 2,200, I will show it On my closing balance sheet, on the liability side, I will write down electricity and telephone charges outstanding. How much?
2,200.
Electricity and telephone outstanding 2,200. Twofold effect is done, right? Now come back. Other transaction is given. Listen, a claim against the firm for damage 1,50,000 is under the legal dispute. Fine, they use the term under. Legal expense I have done is 17,000. This legal expense 17,000, right? And firm anticipates defeat in the suit. It means conservatism concept will comes to the picture. You should create a provision for anticipated losses. It means this 1,55,000 you need to create a provision. Okay, that provision you need to take it from your profit. So it is going to affect your P&L account and it is going to show it in your balance sheet on the liability side. Legal expenses also in the same way, it is going to show it on my P&L account and in my balance sheet, I need to show it as a liability as my defeat is under the suit, whether I have win the suit or not. Okay, whether the decision is mine in favor or not, I don't know. So I will create a provision for this. So to create a provision, to create a claim, I need to use it. Okay, so what I will do, it is not going to affect my cash or bank. So what I will do, I will directly post my values over there in my P&L. I will write down legal expense. How much is my legal expense? It is going to be 17,000 wrong. Yes, 17,000. And I need to create a provision to provision for claims for damages. How much is a claim I need to create? 1,55,000. I have an obligation to pay if I am feeling a defeat in a suit. So I have to be obligated to other person. There is an obligation for me. If there is an obligation for me, it is my liability. So I will write down legal expense 17,000 is outstanding. Then provision, all the provisions are your liabilities, right? So provision for claim for damages. What is the provision for claim for damages? It is 1,55,000. Done. Next, come to my next account. Other transaction. Goods returned to suppliers. What is the journal entry for goods returned to suppliers? It means which returns? Purchase return or a sales return?
Sales return.
Sales return.
But
Sales. It is a
Purchase.
purchase return. Suppliers, no, it is a purchase return. What is the journal entry for purchase return? Whether it is paid in cash or not, something to PR, right? Purchase return, right? Cash or bank to, or you can say the name, no? Creditors to purchase return. Creditors account debit to purchase return. So it is going to affect my two accounts. One is my creditors account first and then purchase. It is going to affect. So I will go to my creditors account. On the debit side, I will write down to purchase return, or I can also use the word return outward. As is a regular procedure, I don't want to confuse you. I will use the word purchase return. Amount is 4,200. Then the purchase return, as per the matching concept, it should be matched with the purchases, right? What I will do, I will open two purchases account. Okay. Then I will write purchases. Okay. Less purchase return. Okay. I don't know what is my purchase value. I only know purchase return as of now. I will show it and then I will prove it. Okay. Then that adjustment is done. Now come back to third one. Goods returned by customers. What is a journal entry? It is a sales return. What is the journal entry?
Sales return to debtors.
Sales return to debtors, as it is going to affect my debtors account. So what I will do first, I will, like how I done for purchases, I will do the same thing to sales account, to sales first. I don't know what is my sales value, but I know my sales return value. What is my sales return value over there? It is 1200 negative. Okay, it is 1200 negative. That I am going to show. Okay, next I need to make the posting in my respective ledger accounts. It is affect my debtors accounts. It is a journal entry will be sales return to debtors, right? So it will be on my credit. I will write down by sales return account. How much? It is 1200, right? Next. Your mind should work like that. What I am doing right now. You should know where to come, where it should not come. It is simply thing is double entry system. It's a twofold effect, right? You can, if you know the basic score strong, you can play with the numbers. What is my fourth adjustment? Discount offered by suppliers 2700. Is discount allowed or discount received?
Discount received.
Discount received. Discount received. What is the journal entry for discount received? By supplier, no. Supplier means it is a creditor. Creditor to discount received. So creditor to discount received. As it is a discount received, it is going to affect my profit and loss account. First, I will leave a line. First line is for my gross profit carried down. That is my gross profit brought down. Sorry. Okay, that value. Immediately on the next line, write down discount received. What is my value over there? 2700. Journal entry is creditors to discount received. Where my creditors account on the debit side, I will write down to discount received. This sum, while I am explaining the sum, it may take 1 hour. But in your examination, you need to complete this question within 30 minutes or 35 minutes. Maximum 40 minutes should be taken care if the question is for 20 marks. If the question is for 15 marks, touch this question at last in your examination. Okay, discount received. Discount received is 2700 that I have put. Next. As of now, nothing cash transaction has affected. Already cash is done. Only one adjustment is left. Next, discount offered to customers. What is this known? Fifth one, and what is that? Discount allowed or discount received?
Discount allowed.
Discount allowed. What is a journal entry? Discount allowed to debtors. So discount allowed, it is going to affect my discount. This 250 I will add and I will show. What is this value? 2400 plus 750. 3150. Okay. Then I will go to my which account? Debtors account. What is journal entry? Discount allowed to debtors. Right? Discount allowed to debtors. I will write down to buy discount account. The amount is 2400. The amount is 2400. Okay. Then is there any adjustment left? No. Last one. The business is carried on at the rented premises for an annual rent of 20,000, which was outstanding in the year. As per the accrual concept, I need to show it only in my P&L and I need to show it in my balance sheet liability side. It means in my liability side, I write down in my debit side of the P&L, I'll write down to rent outstanding. How much it is? 20,000. In the same way, I will write down in my balance sheet, I will write down rent outstanding. How much it is? 20,000. In my first line, in my very first line of the question, they have clearly given all purchase and sales were made on credit. If it is a credit, I need to close my respective accounts. I need to close my respective accounts first. As it is a bills receivable, first I will close my cash account. Always it's your priority to close your cash account, and before that is there is any account which is left over there, because in this total debtors question, while looking into the total debtors ledger, you may not come across the value of cash paid, cash received by them. Sorry, exactly, cash received by them. There is no requirement in the question. So we need to find out. That's one thing. That's what we have learned it in Sudoku of accounting, right? That's a simple thing we need to take care. And first I will close my bills payable account. If I close my bills payable account, it is going to be 36,000, right? It is 36,000, and the balance which I get is 22,000. This 22,000, even if you came across bills payable, how much I paid the bills, that is not there. So it should be transferred to bank account. It should be transferred to which account? From bank account, I am getting the money and I am paying it. That's what the understanding of this balancing figure. So I need to make a posting in my cash account by writing by bills payable. In my bank column, I will write down 22,000. In my bank column, I may write to 22,000. Here you may also create an assumption that you are paying in cash. But basically, in nowadays is everything through our electronic mode. We will pay in bank account. We will assume like that. Okay. Then now tell me which side I will just minimize this cash and bank column. Now tell me which side of the bank column is higher. Which side of the bank column is higher? Which side of the bank column is higher?
Debit side.
Looking at this, just write down over there. My debit side is higher. Okay. My debit side is higher. What is the value? My debit side total. Take a calculator. Those who are watching this video, take a calculator. Do along with us. Do solve along with us. Calculate the debit side. 90,000 plus 762,750 plus 7,500. Sorry, 5,700. 19,250. 16,000. 20,000. 14,000. What is the value of getting? What is the value of getting? I am getting 9,27,700. If you are getting the same, it is correct or not, we need to check. If there is any discrepancies over us, then
I like 20,700, sir.
yeah, 9,27,700. Right now, deduct it on my credit side. Minus 87,000, minus 22,000, minus 5,700, minus 3,20,000, minus 1,21,000. You will get up with 3,72,000 alone. This 3,72,000 should be interpreted as 3,50,000 is for my building, and the sum no expense which I don't know, no, that 22,000 is the sum expenses. So my balance on the credit side, it means that building as purchased through bank account. That's what the assumption you need to take in care. Okay, so to building account, in brackets write down balancing figure. In brackets write down, it is a balancing figure, and immediately this balance sheet, this building will affect your balance sheet, right? Go to the balance sheet and write down building. If you want to check, go and check working note number 7. What is the value? 3,72,000. Not only you need to show 3,50,000. The remaining 22,000 is incurred to purchase that building, right? That is a capex. That is a capital expenditure. You should add this 3,72,000. You show almost asset side is done. One day I need to make a net profit, find out the value, done and dusted. Balance sheet is done. You will get up with 18 to 20 marks is awarded to you. Okay. Now I need to just close my respective accounts as well. Okay. First, as a procedure, I will close my this account we have not yet closed, right? Cash column. I have forgotten it. Just close this cash column. Cash column, which side is higher? By just looking at the values. By just looking at the values, which side is higher?
Credit side.
Credit side. Calculate the credit side. 7,62,000. 7,62,750 plus 7,200 plus 1,10,400 plus 16,800 plus 77,200 plus 25,000 plus 18,700 plus 5,300. I am getting 10,23,350. I am getting 10,23,250. Sorry, 350. 10,23,350. From this, deduct the items on the debit side. 10,23,350 minus 5,200 minus 1,21,000. What is the value you are getting? 8,97,150. This you should interpret it as to sundry debtors, because the value of the cash paid, that is cash received from the debtors, is missing. So it is considered as your balancing figure for debtors, and you should take this value 8,97,150 towards the debtors account. And write down by cash account. It has been received in cash. That's what the assumption is. And you will refer your working note number 6. It is not a balancing figure. Once I rounded it, it is a balancing figure. I need to make a number, right? This is your second balancing to make it logically. Then this is my third balancing. This is my fourth balancing. Okay. Cash account is done. Everything is done. Now total creditors is pending. If the total creditors is pending, we can close the total creditors, right? If you have made the posted already. Yeah. If you want, we can close the creditors as well. As that is, we have already closed the bills payable. It is not going to affect this. So we'll close this. Calculate the total. 77,200 plus 10,000 plus 24,000 plus 3,20,000 plus 4,200 plus 2,700 plus 56,000. I am getting 4,94,100. Right? 4,94,100. If you subtract 40,000 minus 40,000, you will end up with 4,54,100, right? This will be your buy purchases account. In brackets, write down it is your credit purchase. In brackets, you can write down it is your balancing figure. Immediately go to purchase and do a posting. You're left with no, you will do a posting. Did I miss anything to post it? I'm feeling I have something I have missed it. Let's see what will happen. If you deduct, what is the value? 4,99,000. Sorry, 4,49,900. Right? 4,49,000. 4,49,900. Done. So total creditors is done. Bills payable we have closed. Cash and bank book is closed. Yeah, I forgot to do a posting, I think so. Or I have done. Yes, debtors posting I have done. Okay. So all the items has been posted clearly. Okay. Next, I need to first close my bills receivable account. Did I put everything in my bills receivable as they have given? Yes. Which side is going to be higher? Just can you total it? Somebody can total credit side, somebody can do a debit side. Don't think that my credit side is higher. Just calculate the values first. Somebody can tell what is my debit side total. Debit side, I know it is 55. What is my credit side? What is my credit side? I'm getting 52.
52,000, sir.
52. Then it means my debit side is higher in this question. So 55, 55. Then it is going to be 52. If I deduct 52, it is going to be 3,000 here. That's a point here you need to make. Whether this 3,000, we have created everything. That is bills accepted is there. You have created 15,000. And then the only one point you need to take care is this 3,000. It is bills receivable is majorly affect only one account, that is your total debtors. So you need to transfer this to your sundry debtors account. That is your total debtors. Okay. And one more thing, here I have committed a super duper mistake. If I write total debtors here, I need to use total debtors in my every account. What I have done? Due to follow, I have done everything as a sundry debtor. Kindly change it to sundry debtor and sundry creditor. That's a big mistake here. Here you are writing total creditors. Don't write. Always create sundry creditors. Okay. Next, this 3,000. You can also write this as your balancing figure. And you can also write one more word, as it is a bills receivable. It is on the credit. Okay, it is on the credit. You will say it is your bills dishonored. You will say it is your bills dishonored. So in my sundry debtors account, I will write down whatever I have circled it, it is a balancing figure. Kindly note down. To bills receivable account. To bills receivable account. In brackets, I will write down bills dishonored. If I want to check where I get the value, you can write down the reference working note number. What is the working note number? 2. What is the value over there? 3,000. The value over there was 3,000. Now I can close my sundry debtors account. Now I can close my sundry debtors account. So this is going to be what my value? Fifth logical thing, or it is the sixth one? What is the value I have closed? It is fifth one. Just guide me. I'm just forgetting it. Fifth one. Then find out the value over there. Take my calculations on my credits on the sundry debtors. 5,700 plus 40,000 plus 1,200 plus 2,400 plus 8,97,150 plus 92,000 in the balancing figure. It is going to be 10,38,450. It is 10,38,450. Then my value, I will subtract minus 70,000 minus 5,700 minus 3,000. It is going to be 9,59,750. It is your credit sales. To sales account, in brackets you will write down to credit, in brackets you will write down balancing figure. Okay, 9,59,750. That's a value, and it is your sales. Go to your sales. That is, you're going to a trading account. Okay, go to a trading account and write down 9,59,750. Subtract minus 1,200. Your value is 9,58,550. 9,58,550. I forgot to number this so that it will be a logical thing. 5. This will be your sixth one, right? Sixth one. Yes. Now I need to close this. Sum of my credit side plus 1,90,000. What value you are getting? I am getting 11,48,550. Those who are watching this recorded classes also, are you getting same 11,48,550? Then Give me a value minus 1,10,000 minus 4,49,900. Give me the final value, that is 5,88,650 is your gross profit. Yeah. Gross profit carried down is your balancing figure in this question. In some question, you may get, in this question, it is the value. In some question, you may get opening inventory as your balancing figure while preparing a trading account. In some case, you may get your closing inventory. Okay. Next, I need to post the values here. Oh, right. What is the value over here? Yeah. It is 5 lakh. It is just a minute. My OneNote is not working properly. Just a minute. Give the value. Write down the value over there. Just a minute. Stay back in the meeting. Just now I have written. Now it is resolved. 5,88,650. Yes. Now add 2,700 to it. Add 2,700. Write down 5,91,350. Yeah. Correct. 5,91,350. Now find out my net profit. Find out my net profit. Take the values over there. Yeah. Subtract 1,10,400. Subtract 7,200. Subtract 3,150. Subtract 2,900. Subtract 17,000. Subtract 1,55,000. Subtract 20,000. I'm getting 2,57,700. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Here I have balanced it. Then leave it. Then go to my accounts and I will write down to net profit and I will write down 2,57,700 and give me a final value over there plus 2,38,200 minus 16,800 add 20,000 add 14,000. It is 5,13,100 is my capital account. Is my capital account value. Yes. Then add 56,000 to it. Add 14,000. Add 2,200. Add 17,000. Add 1,55,000. Add 20,000 to check to find out my balance sheet value. That is 7,77,300. Same I will copy paste here and then I will do a reconciliation. Okay. 92,000 plus 6,000 plus 1,90,000 plus 87,000 plus 5,300 plus 25,000 plus 3,72,000. It is going to be 777,300. Yes, I have found out. We have also completed this question. So we have almost took more than 60 hours, more than 60 minutes, sorry. More than 60 minutes to solve this problem. This one question, you have come across with the cash book adjustments. you come across with outstanding balance, you come across with additional capital, you come across with the drawings, you come across with finding out of the different things. Each and every accounts will show you different balance and how you are connected with your second accounts. And just a minute, I need to number, right? Numbering is more crucial. Then only we know the logic because we are in the learning purpose. What's my number? I think it is 7, right?
Yes, sir.
7 is your gross profit. 8 is your net profit. Your final balancing will be your 9th balancing. So this 9 balancing is more crucial. If you committed any single mistake in any one balancing account, your final value will not get tally. You will only get your step marks. So make sure if you are playing with the numbers, be cautious about it. Each and everything is important. Instead of adding 17,000, you have written 17,000, but you are calculating in a calculator. Let's say instead of 17,000, you have put in 1,700. Then you will end up, even though your presentation is correct, even though your posting is correct, but the more crucial part is on the calculation part. What you are doing it in your calculator. Keep it as a moderate. Don't calculate as much as very fast. Nothing is going to, no one is going to stop you if you're doing it slowly. Okay. Or if you're going very fast, if you know very well to play with the calculator, you can. Or else do steadily with some good speed, not totally speed what I have done right now, because I know how to handle the calculators. So make sure you are having and you are learning this question. This video, you can also find it in my YouTube channel at any time. Those who are having our classes, those who are taken almost, we have taken 30 to 35 members have taken our accountancy classes. Those who are done, you will get it in our app. Okay, in our app. This same PDF will be shared through our app itself. Those who are wanted this PDF, you can download our app that is in the description below. You can download it and you can watch it. Okay, and you can get this PDF as well. Okay, this sum solving PDF along with this question, along with this, you will get it. Okay, this question is the most important question. So practice this and you will easily score good marks in your examination. Okay, that's it for the day. We will close this session. Thank you. Have a nice day, dear.